Okay. I'm Akif Faraj, an agent of, and diplomat of the Most High Ahaya Be'Hashem Yeshaya HaMessiah, Ruach Holy Spirit. I'm a mighty lion of the tribe of Judah, representing the 12 tribes of Israel. The date is October the 5th, 2016. As you will notice that the date is off, and for some reason there is a problem with trying to set the date on this video. I'm here in Minnesota with my Ak, Yahannathan Yasharal. The Ak, like many others, has gone through the sovereign Hebrew Israelite declaration process and the ID process, and have come into a problem with our oppressors, the law, and the courts. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Can you tell me what's going on? Can you tell our brothers and sisters what's going on?
I was picked up on a DUI, taken off the side of the road, incarcerated for 36 hours, had my vehicle impounded, and then through the process of the criminal portion, I wound up having to file 2 different civil processes, and trying to sue the state, basically to retrieve my vehicle and my possessions.
Sue the state of Minnesota?
Sue the state of Minnesota.
All right, okay.
So, according to the documents that I received from them, I, try to adhere to the time frame that they give you to respond to certain things. Otherwise, you, as the documents say, you give up your rights if you don't respond in a timely fashion. And I did a lot of those things, according to what I was capable of doing, within my own strength. And the outcome of it all was basically that I was in a pro se, trying to do it by myself situation, and got it extended and pushed out as far as possible in order to seek out help.
So in other words, you did everything possibly as sovereign, as being sovereign to put them at a standstill. Is that correct?
That is correct. I also, just according to the flesh, though, I didn't have the spiritual backing to proceed any further. So that's why it was at a standstill, or I'm calling it a standstill.
Okay. So you call me. So okay, why?
Well, it was twofold. One, your mission to bring our people together in terms of our sovereign declaration and IDs, that gave me the courage to realize that I'm not a possession of the state of Minnesota or a possession of the United States to be used as a commodity. Once I realized that, then I was able to say to myself, I'm not capable, I'm not enough. And that's when I asked the Most High for help, and he made sure that I contacted you to stand on what he had put you on for your mission in bringing our people back together through the sovereign declaration.
All praise to the Most High. So you're saying that you were actually dealing in the carnal aspect, but what was missing was the spiritual aspect.
Right. It took me being abducted off the street in the fashion that I was abducted and under the guise of law and color of law. It took me going through that situation to realize that the court system, the United States of America, and all these other supposed and so-called authorities, they're operating in the spiritual also, in that their wording and their statutes and laws and commandments, the basis of who they are and what they stand on, all stems from the Most High and what He has set up.
That's true. So their constitution, they also, every state has their own constitution that coincides with the United States Constitution. Is that correct?
As far as I've read, and everything that I've read, yes.
So when their preamble to their constitution states something about the Most High, does it not?
It does. It gives credence to the fact that the Most High exists, that His authority and His grace and His love and His will and design on this planet is what they're using as a basis to have authority in setting their own constitution to govern the masses.
So in other words, their principles arrive from the Holy Bible. of establishment of a government.
Right.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay. So can you tell me, give the people a little background of the situation? What's happening now, right now, with the case?
Okay. So all of this occurred right at the end of July, July 31st. I had to do a mandatory 36-hour hold. I got out that Tuesday, which was the 2nd. All the necessary filings that I did to hold them at a standstill were in place probably by the end of August, the 29th of August. Being that I was able to contact you and the Most High steered you here to be with me in order to see the rest of this through, what has happened since is that I've fired my attorney, my public defender. I've contested jurisdiction with the court on the grounds and understanding that they draw their power and authority by consent, and that I draw my power and my authority directly from the Most High. We're basically getting our authority from the same place, and I'm blessed to have you down here to give the motion for dismissal and striking of the record and the affidavit of sovereignty, so that the state then understands that we're moving into a spiritual sense. We're not just combating this through their statutes and through their laws. We're combating this through the Most High's statutes, laws, and commandments.
All right, all right. So can you expand on the United States Constitution? What do you know what amendments that I'm basically using to attack their jurisdiction in regards to you?
Primarily, it's the First Amendment, our religious right and freedom to a religious expression.
But we're not religious.
No, we're not religious. But it's because of the court system and how they've used the trickery of legalese. We've had to define ourselves under a religion when it's actually a culture and heritage.
And a nationality.
That helps to establish a nationality. That's only inside the system that we're dealing with right now in terms of the United States of America, the corporation. They define nationality as a 5-component piece. You have to have a living body, you have to have a cognitive thought, you have to have a soul, then you have to have culture, and then you have to have heritage. With those 5 things, they base you as a citizen or a person inside the country, and with your consent, they have control of you.
Okay, so the First Amendment says guarantee protection against anyone coming against you when you declare your religious beliefs. Is that correct?
That's right.
Your religious expressions.
That's right.
And you're claiming what?
Israelite.
That you're a Hebrew Israelite. What is that?
That's Hebrew Israelite is the nationality upon which that we are claiming that the Bible has established us, the Most High has established us as a people, a nation of Israel, those 12 tribes. And inside those, because of those 12 tribes and the gathering of those 12 tribes, we are a nation called Israel. Being that we have our nation, designated by the Most High as Israel, and being that I was born on the continent of North America into the United States colonies and republic, that offers me dual nationality. For most of the years of my life, I was living in a single nationality as American, not understanding the so-called black, so-called African American, and all the other names that this society has given us. I was living improper. I was living under their jurisdiction. I was living with perpetual consent given to them to do whatever they want to me. The Most High blessed me to know you and realize what it is to want, desire, claim, and then live inside the Sovereign Declaration and ID process.
Okay, so you're coming at the courts. It appears that you have we have filed a motion to strike, like you said, dismiss the complaint.
That's right.
It appears that the complaint